Just as the husband was about to apply ointment on his pregnant wife's back, his mother suddenly barged into the room. Without a word, she grabbed her son and dragged him out, laying down a shocking ultimatum. Starting that night, he and his wife must sleep in separate rooms. The couple was stunned. The wife had been suffering from severe morning sickness and needed constant care. What if something happened and no one was there to help her? But the mother was firm. If they didn't agree, she'd cut ties with her own son. From that day forward, the sweet, caring mother-in-law they once knew seemed to vanish overnight. When the pregnant wife slipped and fell, the mother-in-law walked right past her like she didn't exist. When neighbors expressed concern, she coldly replied, "My dog is more important than she is." But not long ago, everyone admired how much she cared for her daughter-in-law. After all, the wife had lost both her parents during school, and the mother-in-law had taken her in like her own, sometimes treating her even better than her son. Just a year earlier, when the wife had first gotten pregnant, the mother-in-law had gone above and beyond, cooking nourishing soups every day and constantly reminding her son to stay by his wife's side. Now, that warmth was completely gone. One day, after giving birth and returning home to recover, the wife spotted a freshly made fish soup on the table. Thinking it was a gift of care, she smiled and reached for a bowl only to have the mother-in-law snatch it away and pour it into the dog's bowl instead. "The dog needs it more than you," she said with a sneer. Their shouting soon caught the husband's attention. Outraged, he defended his wife and made a bold decision. They would pack up and leave, for good. Strangely, the mother-in-law didn't try to stop them. In fact, she rushed them out the door. Years passed. One day, while the wife was at the hospital with her child, she caught a glimpse of something shocking, her mother-in-law holding a boy the same age as her son. Furious, she confronted her on the spot. "You treated your real son and grandson like dirt, and now you show up with some secret love child?" She didn't stop there. She shouted for everyone nearby to hear, accusing the mother-in-law of plotting for years, kicking them out to make room for a child she had in secret, even cutting ties with her own family to protect the lie. But the mother-in-law stayed silent and tried to walk away until the daughter-in-law blocked her path and called her husband. "Come meet the little brother you never knew you had," she said. When the husband arrived, his wife spared no detail, adding fuel to the fire. The man's face turned cold. "You're no longer my mother," he said. "I'm calling a family meeting. We're cutting you off for good." The wife, phone in hand, announced she'd be live streaming the whole thing so the world could see the evil mother-in-law for what she truly was. But to everyone's surprise, the mother-in-law agreed without hesitation. What they didn't know was that their perfect, cushy life was about to come crashing down. Because the mother-in-law had been hiding a secret, a massive one, all these years. And now, the time had come to reveal it. As they pushed open the front door, they were greeted by a swarm of reporters flashing cameras in their faces. Still, the mother-in-law said nothing. Back home, the daughter-in-law was already live streaming, branding her as the cruel woman who cast out her own son, neglected her pregnant daughter-in-law, and chose a stray dog over family. Even the neighbors were appalled. But through it all, the mother-in-law remained calm, cold, and ready to finally reveal the truth she'd kept buried for so long.